This video is sponsored by the trading brokerage Moomoo. Use my link down below, deposit $100 with Moomoo, and we each get 5 stocks, and each of those stocks, get this guys, is valued up to $3,500. So get your free money from Moomoo, link down below, and let's get right into the video. Alrighty guys, so it looks like we had another red day today. What else is new? We had the S&P 500 down 0.5%, we had the Russell down 2.3%, we had the NASDAQ down 1.2%, as the Dow Jones pretty much broke even. So today, we got to break down some stocks, some charts, some earnings reports. So hit the like button, subscribe. Make sure you guys join my Patreon if you want all my buy, sells, call outs, plus more. That's on Patreon, link down below. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. So you guys can see, like I said, SPY ended up going down 0.5% on the day, and it's very obvious if I zoom in a bit. It might be even better to go to the 5-day chart to see this. You guys can see clearly we are still trading in this little 10-15 point window between roughly 425 and roughly 440. So 425 being support, 440 being resistance. You guys can see yesterday we struggled at about 440. We went all the way back down to about 426 in the aftermarket hours. And pre-market today, we were at 426. We rallied all the way to 440 at market open. And lo and behold, we dumped. Now we're holding on above 430. And I wouldn't be surprised maybe at some point tomorrow, maybe next week. I wouldn't be surprised if we did end up testing roughly 425 yet again. So that's clear. S&P is trading in this little window, and honestly, I want to see what direction is going to be looking like over the next couple of days, whether we get that direction tomorrow, next week. I'm excited about it because look, if we take out, let's say we clearly break 445 into the 450s on SPY, and we take out this 180 SMA resistance on this 20-day chart, that could create some serious momentum, at least in the short term, to the upside. But the second we break under 425 and we take out the lows from this week being around 420, if we do that, we go into the 14s. This sell-off, this carnage is likely going to continue at that point in time. And the VIX today, the VIX actually went down. Pretty weird day. We had the markets down and volatility died down as well. Again, the VIX went right to about 30 points, down 4%. We had silver get destroyed today, 4.5% in the red. We had gold down about 2%. And I believe last time I checked, we had Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, the whole crypto market was down. So pretty rough day overall. And it seems like that rally this morning, which we did call out here on YouTube, ended up just being a bull trap, and I ended up trading SQQQ like I mentioned earlier in the day. Made some nice money on SQQQ. And speaking of that, let's take a look at QQQ. This one is going to be super volatile today as Apple, they are about to report earnings literally now. I'm making this video at 4:10 p.m. on the East Coast. The earnings should be out any second from now. And if we don't get the earnings in the beginning of the video, I'll loop back around at the end and see if they ended up reporting them yet. So QQQ at this point is also trading in a nice tight little window. You guys can see resistance is right around 355. Support is at about 338 to 340. So it's trading in roughly a 10-15 point window, very similar to SPY, and we got to get direction, whether it's above 355 into the 360s. At that point, we'd be breaking out at least momentarily. That'd be a breakout of the channel that we're in, the resistance, and the 180 moving average on this 20-day chart. That'd be a huge break. But again, on the downside, we did close on a downswing today, guys. If we take out 338, which we're probably going to test tomorrow at some point, maybe next week, and we take out the 334 low from earlier this week, this is not going to be a good sign in that case. And that really does depend on Apple's earnings. We have Amazon, we have Google coming up. It's going to be volatile. These are very big companies, guys, and you all know they're super important to the overall market. So, yeah, on the downside, 338, watch out for that. If we break that, there could be more red. There could be more blood overall in these markets. So let's see if they ended up reporting yet. I doubt it. They're usually late. They come in at maybe 420, 430 on the East Coast for the most part. So before we take a look at these stocks, let's see what oil did today, because now that I'm looking at my watch list, XLE did very well. It went up 1% today, which is nice considering I'm a long-term investor in XLE. I've been one for close to a year at this point. And I've also recently opened up a swing position in XLE. I bought it at about, I think, 64 something, maybe 64.30, something like that. And now we're sitting right around 60 bucks, 66 bucks rather. And it seems like crude oil on the 4-hour chart is breaking out. Take a look, guys. This whole year it's been doing very well. And the past couple of days, it's been heating up yet again. This is a very good bullish, shall I say, break on this 4-hour chart. You guys can see we broke over 85 bucks a share. Today we got momentum, or was that yesterday? Either way, we recently got momentum towards almost 89 bucks a share, which is nuts. So oil's looking bullish. I've been on record, and I'm not saying this, I've been saying this a lot. I'm not going to say it all the time, but I've been on record saying oil, I'm bullish. I'm long XLE. I think there's more upside in oil. I think this could go 90 plus a barrel, no problem. And at that point, XLE probably will be going north of 70 bucks a share. So let's talk about Robinhood, because I know they reported earnings before we loop back over to Apple. I know Robinhood reported, and let's just say the stock's not doing well. Just today during the day, the stock went down 6.5%. Bloody day out there for Robinhood. And now after hours, it is down another 10%, guys. It closed at $11.60. Now it's sitting at $10.40. A whole $1.20 down. More to the downside is what it's falling after hours. So that's not good. And we all know what's going on. The main problem here, one of the main problems is the fact that retail, I feel like the retail trading volume has died down a lot over these past couple of months. Even the past year, you've seen a lot of trading activity over the 2-year pandemic, especially in the beginning of this pandemic, where a lot of people were getting the stimmy checks, the good old stimmy checks. Give me that stimmy, right? They got the stimmy checks. They got all this free money pretty much, essentially. They were working from home. A lot of people were just getting extra money. Let's just put it that way. Working from home. They have more time on their hands. So that's why we saw that massive spike in retail trading volume, and that's a lot more money for Robinhood, right? And a lot of trading brokerages, all of them for the most part. And since that's been dying down, it's just got the stock in a rut. The stock's been in a rut since it IPO'd, or did this have a direct listing? I don't freaking remember, guys. I think it was an IPO. Either way, the stock went from, 36 bucks and went all the way to 85, which is just ridiculous. And now it's hitting 10 bucks a share. What's the market cap on this thing? I don't even know. Is it 10 billion now? Is it more or less than that? It's probably come down a lot. So let's see here. I'm typing it on my iPad, guys. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. 9.7 billion market cap. I got that guess. What a good guess there. Pretty good guess. I just guessed 10. It's 9.7. Boom. So that means this stock, this company, the market cap was over 50-60 billion, which I remember. That's what it was. So that is just ridiculous. This thing has been obliterated, and to be honest, I'm not really surprised. I don't think this company is as bad as, let's say, a Peloton. I think Peloton's crap. I was saying that over a year ago. And Robinhood, they've screwed over a lot of people. They do have a great user interface, but at the end of the day, are they that great of a company? I don't think they're that great of a company. Personally, they're better than Peloton, even though they're completely different. I'm not comparing those two. One makes bikes, one is a brokerage / financial, whatever you want to call it. But, I'm not really surprised. I'm not trying to go on a rant here, but I'm not surprised that this company, this stock, has bing falling, which is why I said months ago I'm not touching Robinhood. If you guys go back to my videos from when it IPO'd and it was running up 2-3xing in a couple days, I was saying I'm not touching this thing. And I'm still saying that today, present day, as it is dipping now under $10 a share. So before I forget, what did they even report? It must be a terrible earnings report for them to be falling like this. They did 49 cents in the red, so they lost 49 cents versus the loss of 45 cents. So that missed. And we had sales barely beat. I mean, 363 million in sales versus 362.14 estimated. I want to see what's the growth number on that year over year. That's what I want to see. Robinhood Markets reports, let's see here, monthly active users of 17. Wow, okay, there we go. I mean, they have a lot more monthly active users compared to last year. 17.3 million. That's up from 11.7 million year over year, but still, trust me, guys, trading volume has come down a bit. Robinhood is feeling that. They're feeling that sting, and maybe they do bounce back long term. They might. They very well could, but that is not a bet that I'm willing to make here. Maybe if it goes to $1, I don't think it's going to go to $1, but let's say it goes to like $5-6, I might just throw a little bit, maybe $1,000 at it for fun and see what it does as a gamble. But as of now, I'm not touching it. That's Robinhood. Let's go back to Apple. Let's see if their numbers are out. They are not out yet. Now, let's talk about Visa. Visa probably reported. They closed at 206.15 on the day. They barely went up. They did report here. Now, the stock is moving up about $6 after market hours. So Q1 EPS came in at $1.83 versus $1.70 estimated for Visa. Nice beat there. And it had sales of $7.06 billion versus $6.79 billion estimated. So double beat for Visa. Let's see here. Transactions, total process transactions, yada, 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 for the 3 months ended December 31st were about $47.6 billion, an increase of 21% over the prior year. That's pretty good growth there. Not too shabby. So double beat for Visa. I'm not seeing anything on guidance yet. That might come. That might come out in a little bit. And overall, this is it's been a beaten down stock from 252 to 190. That was a loss of 25% and got into a bear market. And now it's trying to reverse. You guys can see for yourselves. It's gone from 190. Now we're back over 200. We're trying to break the moving averages. We're almost there now that we're up after market hours. So if we start taking out 220, 225 on Visa, that is where I think the overall reversal could occur. I mean, look, as of now, it's still in a downtrend, so be careful. But again, if we take those points out, 220, 225, that is where it really could start gaining some steam. And we also had MasterCard this morning report. This stock went up 1.7% on the day. It's probably up here after hours, after the Visa number. It's up about $3-4 after market hours. So let's go back down here and see what they did. They did $2.35 of EPS versus $2.21 estimated. So nice beat on EPS. And they also beat sales. Sales came in at $5.22 billion versus $5.16 estimated. So double beat for MasterCard and for Visa. Not too shabby. And let's see here. I think they had a good number for gross. Yeah, gross dollar volume was up 23%. Purchase volume up 27%. Pretty good numbers there. And going back to that 4-hour chart, you guys can see, just like Visa, this stock has also been getting hit. It's down from $3.95. It hit $3.06. That was a 23% drop. Now it's back over $3.50. It's been trying to reverse, and I believe if this starts breaking $3.60, $3.65, that is where it really could start reversing. So we're watching MasterCard, watching Visa, watching Robinhood, even though I'm not a big fan of Robinhood, and I've been open about that. We also had McDonald's this morning report, which this stock was down. It was down to about $2.40 after the report. It got to about $2.48 at closed. It closed at $2.48. It went down 0.4%. So let's see what McDonald's ended up doing this morning. I love me some McDonald's. I barely eat it, to be honest. Maybe once or twice a year, if that. But when I do eat it, it's not too bad. And I've noticed, and let me know in the comments, guys, I'm from the United States, right? I live in the United States. But what I've noticed is when I go, when I've been to other countries and I eat McDonald's at the other countries, it's actually better. When I was in Greece, and I grew up going to Greece all the time. I'm Greek. I'm from Greece. I don't know if you guys knew that. So when I used to go there in Athens, they have a McDonald's. excellent McDonald's. And I'm like, why is it not this good in the U.S.? And I've heard it's the same way in other countries. That's pretty funny. But yeah, McDonald's, don't eat it much here. But, if I lived in Greece, I probably would eat it a lot more. And they missed EPS. They did $2.23 versus $2.34 estimated. That's a miss. They also missed sales, $6.01 billion versus $6.03. Not the best report from McDonald's. And honestly, this stock, I don't know. It's one that I wouldn't touch here in terms of valuation, but as a swing trade, I would consider it. If it does, consolidate above this trend line, maybe we show momentum out of 250, 255. This might be one worth considering. So keep your eyes on McDonald's. We also had Altria this morning, and don't worry, guys, we're going to circle back to Apple. I know, we all want to see Apple's earnings, but they take a while before they actually report. You notice how a lot of companies report right after the market closes at 4:05, but Apple, for some reason, they like taking their time. That's just how it is. We had Altria report earlier this morning. They did $1.09 EPS versus $1.08, so they beat EPS, and they also beat sales, $5.09 billion versus $5 billion estimated. Pretty solid, and they see here, oh wow, they guided up on full year EPS. That beat. Do we have anything on full year 22 guidance for revenue? I'm not seeing anything, but overall, this stock is this company, shall I say, is one of those, and I guess the stock, it's a value stock. So what have we been seeing? Rotation out of growth into value. And what have we seen with Altria? Altria has gone from $42 to $52, and now it's about to break, or at least test and try and break $52, which you can see that's been resistance for quite some time. Months. Almost a year at this point. So if we start breaking into the 52s, 53s, this could be a nice breakout play. And you might not like Altria. You might not like what they sell, which they do sell tobacco products. Yes, they're a sin stock, guys. They're a sin stock. You might not like that, but in my opinion, this could be a decent trading opportunity, and there's some yield. They pay about a 5, 6, 7 roughly percent dividend, right around there. I think more like 5%. So, yeah, watch out for Altria. Double beat. It might be breaking out soon. There could be upside there. LUV, Southwest Airlines. This one also reported, and it went down 2% on the day. Not the best day for LUV. And let's see here. If we go down a bit, where are we now? They reported this morning. They did 14 cents versus 8 cents EPS. They beat that. And they also beat revenue, $5.05 billion versus $5.01. So double beat for Southwest. I'm not seeing anything when it comes to guidance for Southwest. But let's see here. They expect Q1 operating revenue down 10 to 15% compared to the same quarter in 2019. So that's not that bad. They're slowly getting back to their operating revenue numbers from before the pandemic, but still down about 10-15%. So, yeah, I'm keeping an eye on this, guys, because I talked about this on my Patreon this morning. A lot of these airlines, I'm watching them because the COVID cases, if you take a look, they've actually been dropping. I think the peak we hit was about 9 days ago, at least here in the USA, right? We hit about 1.16 million, something like that. Don't quote me. And now the daily case amount for maybe yesterday, it was about 680,000, 700,000, something like that. So we are coming down on the COVID cases. That's great. That might end up boosting these airlines, maybe these cruise lines like CCL, RCL, what else do we have? NCLH. These have been getting destroyed. So we're watching the cruise lines, travel stocks, the cases. We're going to see how this thing plays out. Now let's loop back to Apple. Come on, please have reported the numbers. They didn't report the numbers yet. So probably 4:30. I'm going to just wait. I'll probably edit this video, guy. At this point, I am going to edit this video because I am not missing Apple's earnings for the video. So just wait. We'll get back to it. All right, guys, I'm back. I think earnings are in. Let's see here. Live news tab. Here we go. Apple earnings are in, ladies and gentlemen. They did Q1 sales of $123.95 billion. Let's see here. They did net revenue, 34.3. EPS of $2.01 or $2.01, $2.10. What's the estimate here? We're not seeing here. Apple returned nearly $27 billion to holders in Q1. That's solid. That's from dividends and from buybacks. What did they do? Europe revenue. Oh, it's all coming in at once, guys. Holy crap. Live reaction. This is all coming in at once. We have, a lot of numbers. iPad revenue, $7.2 billion. iPhone revenue, $71 billion. America's revenue, $51 billion. Europe revenue, $29, almost $30 billion. China revenue, $25.78. Japan revenue, $7.11 billion. Let's see here. Mac, where's the Mac? Mac revenue, $10.85 billion. Full disclosure, I'm making this video on a Mac. Big Apple fan. Call me a fanboy. I know, guys. We have services revenue of about 19.5. If you guys didn't know, services is what they're really trying to build. They've been trying to build that part of the business, that segment, for a long time. Kudos to them. They're doing pretty well. Almost $20 billion for services revenue. And I want to see the estimates. I mean, what's the stock doing now? It's up. It seems like it's up about $3-ish. Not too bad. They closed at $159.20 roughly. Now the stock, it went up to about 162.50. Now it's sitting at 161.50. So if we get these estimates, that would be nice. I mean, I guess we're not going to see the estimates, but overall the stock is moving up. Awesome. I want to hop on that earnings call. That's probably in about 30-40 minutes. Where's the earnings call? Either way, guys, whenever the earnings call is in, I'm going to be watching it, because like we saw with Microsoft stock, or listening to the earnings call, like we saw with Microsoft stock, it tanked initially, then the earnings call started, and then it started ripping up. So what if the opposite happened here? We're running up now with Apple stock. You guys can see it. The earnings call starts. Hey, what if this thing starts falling? So I'm not saying that. I'm kind of joking, guys. But in a serious note, we gotta see the price action, because like I always say on my channel, and you guys obviously know this, Apple is the biggest company in the world, massive market cap, very, very important to watch what this company does. And going back to the 4-hour chart here, let's see the price action. We are clearly now, I mean, we've been consolidating the past couple of days right by this trend. Now we're trying to break out. Now the stock's up about $4 after market hours. It is moving up, so this is probably influencing Triple Q to the upside here. Yup, you guys can see Triple Q is up about over $2 a share after market hours. SPY is up. It's got to be up about $1 or $2, right? Yeah, SPY is up about $2 now, which goes to show Apple is very important, and it has a huge weighting on the markets. So here it's saying they did Q1 iPhone sales of $71.6 billion versus the estimate of $68.4. So that crushed the estimate. I mean, it wasn't that big of a beat, but pretty nice beat regardless. And the Mac sales also beat the estimate. That came in at $10.8 billion. Like we said before, the estimate was right around $9.4 billion. So we're going to be watching Apple, guys, to see how it plays out tomorrow. Very, very important. And with that being said, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you all found value. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, drop me a comment. Make sure to join my Patreon if you want all my buy, sells, call outs, morning update videos, Discord access, all that good stuff. Literally everything I'm doing, real time. That's linked down below. I traded SQQQ, guys, I'm telling you. Been making some SQQQ money lately in these crazy markets. So check the Patreon out. That's linked down below. And you guys could also get 5 stocks from Moomoo. Use my link, deposit $100, and you can get 5 stocks all the way up to $3,500 per share. Yup. It's crazy. Check the link out down below for more information on that. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. Keep crushing the market. Stay safe out there. Peace out.